Hey everyone, bit of a throwback video. This is using the Cocoa Vanilla collection. You Rock, the lovely boy collection that came out in 2017. I'm just starting with some white paint using a loyalty card. Any type of card is fine, and just smudging it on there, sort of making it a little bit bigger than my photo, but not too much. And then I'm just gonna make an embellishment cluster up there, so adding in that white paint so that it's got a bit of a background. And as always, using mixed media, you've got to dry it a little bit. Although, you know me, don't wait too long for it to dry, that's for sure. Apparently, I left it in for you, a lot of it. That wasn't very nice of me. Anyway, hopefully it is. I don't know, if someone's watching who's never used a heat gun before, hopefully it's riveting watching for you. Anyway, the photo here is of my son. He had a trial lesson of playing a guitar and he wanted to play electric guitar. And they were so kind to find an electric guitar at the music shop and the music lessons place and get it for him to practice on. So he was quite excited. So I just thought this collection would be beautiful for it. And I'm actually using the collection as part of the Kitaholics kit from last year. I don't know which one it was. Pretty early in, I think, or to the middle or something. I'm sure if you went back to the website and had a gander, Steph might have some of the stuff still there. So we got these lovely chipboard words, and I'm just using my embossing ink pad here to add some embossing ink, and then on goes the Colour Blast embossing powder that we also got in the kit. So a nice silver one, so that's going to go nicely with the black and the white and the grungy kind of a look that I got to have happening on this page. Exactly what I was thinking when I started the page. Swap them over because obviously my right hand is my dominant hand and I can hold something in a pair of tweezers a bit easier. I'm just trying to show you the effect. Hopefully that comes up a bit better than what it does on my editing screen. So make sure you put the lid on your embossing powder really tight because if you knock that over it goes everywhere and it probably won't be very helpful for you at all. So we also got these little resin brackets in the kit. They're at the top there with that embellishment cluster and those black stickers where I've started by spelling out Rockstar on a piece of plastic so I can move it around to where I want. Figured I didn't have enough white when my photo was sitting there a bit, mostly also because of the where the title's going to go. Put a bit too much on and I'm just pushing it back in there as you can see. And on it goes. And look at that, that's much bigger and better to be able to make the thing stand out. So that's cool. You can see all the goodies, some of the goodies anyway, to the side there. I've got them spread out so I can look at what I'm looking for. This would have been one of those layouts that I'd done in a bit of a time where I'd started with all my goodies in my really useful box, and then over time of searching through things to find things for each layout, they've become on my desk in a nice little beautiful little cluster to the left so that I can see it all better than before. Add some washi because we got the washi book from the collection which is just amazing. Zoe from Cocoa Vanilla Studios, she does an amazing job of making everything go so nicely together, and it's like you didn't even know what you wanted at the time, but when you look at something and then you're like, that's exactly the perfect thing of what you need, that's for sure. Just using even some of these pieces of scrap, I'm just going to cut that into like a fake washi, a piece of pattern paper from the collection. Well, I did, but am I going to use it? That is the question. So this is one of those layouts where for some reason I'm putting things down before gluing them all down. So I'm obviously trying to work out what I want in terms of embellishments. I've got the idea of the photo, the paint, the title and the cluster up the top, but the rest I wasn't really too sure, so I'm fiddling around to see what I wanted. Now these are just a blast from the past, brings back all the memories from childhood about those little viewfinders, and when I saw it in the collection I was like, oh no, what would I use that for? But look at it, it's a lovely layering piece in that and just adds so much to it. Like, in the end, it's funny how sometimes when you look at something, you're like, I'm not going to be able to use that, I don't know why that's there, that doesn't make sense. And then it's the first thing, one of the first things that you put on your layout, and you don't move it and you love it. Crazy how we all think, especially in terms of creativity. We're all a bit random, we all flip and flop, and we have the things that we enjoy the most, but then we have the things that, when we trial it, we go, oh, actually, that is pretty awesome. So just fiddling with some of the wood veneer. Corporate Creations have made some wood veneer for us to go along with the kit, and just fiddling. So obviously it was an indecisive day, so you get to watch me fiddling. Look at how painty my hands are. Must have done some good mixed media layouts before getting to this one. That's quite funny. We got this little label book with stickers as well. And here's a Project Life card. I'm just going to add some colour, make it pop, 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 poppity pop. Just got my scissors there. So it's because the labels are stickers. I've got it out just to put it out there without it sticking down like I did with the stickers on a piece of plastic, so that I can move it, because at the moment, as you know, I haven't glued anything down, so trying to work it all out. Here are the cut apart sheets. Now, we have them already cut for us when we get our kits, so that's really lovely. But I didn't mind cutting them, but it certainly is lovely to just shuffle through a packet of die cuts and tags and just know that you could just move and continue creating straight away. Get some stickers on there, and I think now is the time to commit. So let's fight with some washi tape. No, why do I keep calling it washi tape? Some double-sided tape. So the Project Life cards are a nice size to add as a background. You can cut out the most of the bit that's covered. Sometimes I do, but sometimes I'm just like, yep, it's not worth it. But on this one goes. So gluing down some of the embellishments, gluing down the photo and the layers, and then we're going to go from there. Elevator kind of music, maybe? Anyway, so who else has got this lovely this collection hiding in their stash because it's so lovely that it's hard to cut into and use? I still have so much left because I loved it for such a long time and used it a lot, but I was very restricted in what I used. I actually got a lot because I get all the kits and I get that paper add-on as well, but I often get some of the extra goodies, especially when Cocoa Vanilla is in the shop. So I have a lot of them, and I've still got a lot, but I do have a lot of things I could use it, layouts I could use it on, because I have 2 boys. Even though you could totally make girl collections from this one. Layouts, wow, my word. I'm actually, because I haven't watched this video for a while, I'm actually watching it and just, you know how when you're watching YouTube and you just listen and you watch and you're not really thinking too much? That's what I'm doing, but I'm doing a voiceover, so I can't be doing that. That's pretty silly of me. Anyway, I'm going to make this little die cut piece into a tag. For some reason my whole bunch wasn't working very well. So on it goes, and I'm assuming if I make it a tag, I'm going to put some twine through it. This is what would be the point of making it a tag otherwise. So can that star nestle in there? That is the million-dollar question. Yes, yes it can. Bob the Builder, yes you can. That just came into my head. So a lovely little phrase sticker there, cut apart words that can go there, and I'm still just fiddling a bit. This is crazy. There's too much fiddling for one layout, Lauren. What are you doing? Just wriggle on, wriggle on, wriggle on. So putting some twine in, trying to get it going. Putting my twine back, obviously, in my stash. Otherwise, why would I be not doing something with that piece? I'm just going to loop it and then put a tie there so that there's a bit of a loop at the end of the tag rather than the normal of like pulling it through. It was a bit long, so doing it again, try and get it in the right spot, and voila. So here we're going to go. Labels on, and surely this is where it all comes together now. Wham bam, done, thank you ma'am. So these little 1-inch circles are lovely in the die cut pieces, so up that goes on some foam. It's nice to have that blue sticker in the background as a little layering piece for that circle. On goes the camera, because you can never not use a camera if it's in the collection you're using. They're just too cute to use and just too relevant really, because we're scrapping photos. We're going to put another star on. What do we say, Lauren? Too hard to decide apparently. Just commit, woman, and move on so that we could move on. Really? Ah. Still going with the wood veneer. So I've put in an arrow up the top now apparently. Nice little word sticker. Trying to fiddle with that. And who knows what's going on. This is getting a bit monotonous. I do like this ended product, that's for sure. But I didn't realise how much I hard-assed around. This is ridiculous. There's not much I can tell you about it because really I'm just pulling wood veneer on and off apparently. On and off. The chipboard. I think Cocoa Vanilla, this might have been one of the first ones at Cocoa Vanilla that Zoe had started with the chipboard. Correct me if I'm wrong because I probably am. But it's nice to have the chipboard in the collection. I do like chipboard, especially these kind of size. Like having the 6x12 is really nice because it's not overwhelming pieces in different crazy big sizes that are just like what there is going on. These are nice, like the stickers, they're nice size that can be used on a layout to enhance it rather than overwhelm it. So by this stage apparently I'm thinking circles are the way to go. And on goes all the circle die cuts and stickers and chipboard that I could find, I believe. Adding some word stickers because you can't not add word stickers when you're making a layout. Nestle it in there. Come on, you can do it. Yes, yes, yes. And more, my goodness. So I'm just trying to be obviously a bit heavy with the embellishment cluster to the right there of the photo. Just for something fun. You know how when you're looking around at Pinterest and Facebook and YouTube and stuff, you're like, oh, that's a good idea. And then when you find the photo and you find your paper and your style, you're like, yep, oh, that's the design I'm going to try. And you put your own spin on it. And this is exactly what I've done here. And it's coming out on top for me. So on goes the chipboard. If I ever get the backing off, you can do it. Yeah. Excellent. So, nearly finished the layout. So you can see the white paint at the beginning is not, there's not much you can see on the right anymore, which is nice. It means that it's a background part of the, you know, the layout that sticks out at spots but also blends in at other spots, which is what you want in some kind of a background mixed media technique. So that's really lovely that it works the way I had intended. And these enamel dots and shapes that came with the collection are the best ones ever. And don't get me wrong, I do like the hearts and the plain circles, but these had the crosses and the colours were just adorable, and crosses and the dots, and they were just the right size, and they had a variety of sizes as well. It was just so nice. Just so nice. Hopefully we'll be able to find some more of those kind of things because that was a nice little surprise. You can see there's some Kaiser Craft bling down the bottom there that had come into collection, and when I first seen them in the collection, I was like, in the kit, sorry, my goodness. In the kit I was like, whatever, I'm not going to use that. But then when I started and put it in my really useful box, and then I decided, let me try, I actually realised that the bling is exactly what we need sometimes. It goes so nicely with it, it gives it a bit of a pop. And usually it's the perfect colour for the collection that goes in the kit, and that's why it's in there. So it's so silly, isn't it? Because I'd seen it for so long, and it's one of the few things that I hadn't purchased. And then the good part of getting kits is that you do get some items in there that challenge you a little bit, and they're not usually something you buy all the time. So that way it extends your stash, which is, you know, good and bad, but it actually extends your design, because you actually use things that you wouldn't normally buy, but they actually go so nicely with your style anyway. So committing to the cluster up the top, which went together so nicely. It sort of just stayed up there, and the only thing that changed was adding some wood veneer, which is nice. Fiddled too much with the bottom part, so it's good that the top part just came together. That's it, hashtag love my life, which at this moment, well, he does, but this moment he was like truly loving his life and what was going on. So added some more enamel dots and shapes and some bling, because why not? But also to add it into the top cluster so that it matches with the bottom cluster. Just trying to see where that star works, which it worked in all those two spots up the top there. And I moved it, and it's gonna work. No, it's not. It's gonna go, nope, that's enough. Oops. Have a look at what I think. Is there anything missing? Hope everyone does that, lifts their layout or stands up and checks out the whole layout together as a whole from a different perspective. So using some of this Nouveau Nouveau Mousse I believe. Just using my die pick like a spatula, because I was too lazy to just reach my spatula apparently, but I'm just going to smudge it on there to add a bit of a silver shine to parts and make it a bit grungy. So on it goes. Could have used my finger, but I didn't want to go and wash my hands. So I'm just using this. Also gives me a bit of a straight line using this tool rather than my finger, which could have smudged in a big thicker line that's more natural and random rather than a straight kind of a line. Thought I'd put some over this wood veneer star, which makes it blend in from this angle, but in real life it looks really lovely and stands out because it's so shimmery. Coming to the end, but stay tuned for some close-ups. Check out Kitaholic Kits down below, because they've got some awesome kits coming each month, and I'll catch you next video. See you later, guys. Bye.